紹介してもらっても大丈夫ですか？
日本人ムスリムのサフワと申します。
The number of Muslims in Japan has increased significantly over the last 2 decades, as evidenced by the number of mosques growing sevenfold. This development occurred because of the high number of marriages between Muslims and Japanese citizens, as well as people who changed religions, and the growth in the number of converts in Japan over the past 2 decades. The impact was an increase in the number of mosques up to 7 times. Of these, Japanese citizens and those who obtained permanent resident status through marriage and other circumstances numbered about 47,000, more than double the estimated 10,000 to 20,000 a decade earlier. Mosques were once a rare sight in Japan, but now they no longer exist. The most recent, the Istiklal Osaka Mosque, opened in Osaka's Nishinari district last year. Currently, more and more mosques are being built and accepting tours from non-Japanese Muslims so that the Islamic faith is spread among the people. However, as the number of mosques increases across Japan, disputes also arise in various cities. Although Japan has not welcomed Muslims in the past, in recent years they have become more accepting in terms of understanding religions or cultures different from their own. Muslims in Japan come from various national, ethnic, cultural and lifestyle backgrounds. Islam entered Japan in 1877 AD, when the Japanese population began to recognize Islam as a Western religious thought. Diplomatic relations between Ottoman Turkey and Japan in 1890 also brought Islamic influence to Japan. One of the first Japanese people to convert to Islam was Mitsutaro Takaoka, who changed his name to Oma Yamaoka after completing the Hajj in 1909. Islam in Japan is now growing along with the increasing number of immigrants, students and foreign workers from Muslim-majority countries. Not only that, there are several Japanese people who are also interested in Islamic teachings and decide to convert to Islam. There are several factors that encourage Japanese people to embrace Islam, including respect for Islamic moral and ethical values, the influence of social media and the internet, and experience interacting with Muslims. The Japanese government and society also provide support for Islam because they respect religious freedom and tolerance between religious believers. In Japan, there are several cities that are known as Muslim-friendly cities, such as Tokyo, Osaka, Kyoto, Nagoya, and Fukuoka. In these cities, there are facilities that make it easier for Muslims to carry out their worship and daily needs, such as mosques, prayer rooms, halal restaurants, halal product shops, and halal tourist attractions. It is hoped that the rapid development of Islam in Japan can create harmonious relations between Muslims and Japanese society. It is a truth and universally acknowledged that what one thinks about religion depends greatly on what we consider religion to be. Therefore, Japan is clearly increasing their efforts to introduce more tolerance, acceptance, and harmony in their society to understand Islam, which is continuously misunderstood by the world.